Good morning. Here's your Chambana Weather Morning Minute for Tuesday, February 25th. We have a winter weather advisory that goes in effect tonight, lasting through the day tomorrow, and that is going to be the focus of this video today. We've got light rain today, a high of 39. We won't really see those wintry impacts until at least late in the day today, if not this evening and then overnight tonight. So don't snooze on the impacts today just because it's raining all day. The impacts aren't expected to happen until this evening, tonight, and then into the day tomorrow. What I think is going to happen, let's go ahead and flip over. We've got a winter weather advisory, again, effective from midnight tonight. So again, the winter weather advisory doesn't even go in effect until midnight tonight. So we're talking about it a lot today, but you won't see it today. Snow begins maybe late this afternoon. I think it's more likely snow starts mixing in this evening. I think we might even see a lull in the precipitation as the dry slot works its way in here. With snow resuming, changing over to all snow by midnight tonight. Snow continues into the morning hours tomorrow, tapering off on Wednesday afternoon. Northwest winds gusting to 30 miles per hour at times. That's going to lead to periods of reduced visibility, especially in rural areas. So let's dive in. Let's talk about things real quick. 38 degrees in Champaign-Urbana. So of course we are above freezing right now. Any precipitation would be falling in the form of rain or at the very least some sleet. The colder air is not far off, and it is working around on the backside of the storm as it makes its way through the area. We'll look at the satellite picture here early on this Wednesday morning. We'll flip it over and we'll look at the infrared satellite picture because this one tells a pretty cool story. Again, here is the dry slot pushing into the region. Champaign-Urbana is located right here. We'll put this into motion. Again, you see the dry air kind of feeding in on the south side of this storm and then kind of wrapping up here into portions of central Illinois. You see that drier air pushing in. That could be what brings the lull in the precipitation during the late part of the day today. Maybe there might be a period where the radar is clear across portions of central Illinois. But then the deeper moisture associated with this backside will eventually work its way in here. And again, that's why snow resumes as we get to midnight. So this isn't a dry slot that cuts us off altogether. It's going to give us a bit of a lull later in the day today. I'll look at the radar picture right now. Again, we'll go ahead and look at the local radar, and noting the time on this one, it's between 5 and 6 o'clock this morning. So if you're watching this radar loop a little bit later, check for an updated look at how things are progressing. Some precipitation moving through. This is going to be round number 1 today, we'll call it. And this is going to fall in the form of rain here, maybe some sleet, maybe a few snowflakes. But by and large, this is going to be a rain passage here on Tuesday morning across Champaign County. Now, what happens as we head through the day, here is Champaign-Urbana located right here. I'm just going to hit play and we'll take some closer looks here. You can see the progression here as precipitation begins to change over to snow. Let's go ahead and look at the high-resolution rapid refresh model and time things out here. Champaign County being highlighted. Watching first first few hours, watching this precipitation move through here again in the form of rain across Champaign County. Perhaps as cold air starts working in this evening, starting to see some snowflakes working its way in. And then that's when the main band of precipitation is going to start to set up and really ramp up. It's going to be during the overnight into tomorrow morning. We'll look at the high-resolution NAM model. This one will take it a little bit further. Champaign County once again highlighted. Watching this first round of precipitation move through mostly as rain, perhaps mixing with some snow. This is when the dry slot's really working its way in. So I think the model probably overdoing precipitation at this point during the late afternoon into the evening hours. Let me go ahead and put Champaign County back on here. But as we head into the late part of the night, 9 p.m., getting toward midnight, especially beyond midnight, precipitation will start to fill in, and this is when we'll see the heaviest snow falling across central Illinois, as during the period from midnight tonight into Wednesday morning. And this is what it would look like at about 9 in the morning if this model were to verify. And again, factoring some strong northwesterly winds, northwesterly winds blowing in with this. The Wednesday morning commute does concern me just a little bit. Here's a look at those wind gusts. Again, Champaign County being highlighted right there, and they'll continue to gust 20 to 30 miles per hour. But as we head into the morning hours tomorrow, this would be as we head into the overnight tonight, into around midnight tomorrow, and then during the morning commute, we're still seeing those wind gusts anywhere from 30 to 35 miles per hour coming in on the backside here. And so that's what I think could lead to some blowing snow, especially in rural areas. So let's just finish one more time. Let's go through the impacts. A winter weather advisory goes into effect at midnight tonight, lasting until 6 p.m. on Wednesday. So this is a Wednesday storm, but we're talking about it a lot today. Rain will continue off and on during the day today, perhaps mixing with snow at times, especially this afternoon and then this evening, perhaps with a lull in the precipitation late in the day as well. When I think the snow is really going to kick in is closer to midnight tonight, all the way into the morning hours on Wednesday, with 2 to 4 inches of total accumulation expected by Wednesday evening. So when you wake up tomorrow, it may be that we just have a light coating, maybe an inch or two. Don't expect 2 to 4 inches of snow when you wake up on Wednesday morning. When you wake up on Wednesday morning, we'll be in the peak of the storm, or at least should be, based on how things look right now. This is not a Tuesday storm. This is a storm that begins overnight tonight into Wednesday morning, with those impacts lasting through much of the day on Wednesday, especially those blustery winds. It's a heavy, wet, compactable snow that doesn't blow around all that efficiently, but with 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts and periods of snow still falling, we will certainly see some reduced visibility. So my advice would be, if you're able to, make alternative plans for the day on Wednesday, especially during the morning. If you can avoid that morning commute when everyone's on the roads, when the road crews are trying to work, when the snow is falling and the winds are blowing, I think it would be the safest plan for you. So if you can, just go ahead and make alternative arrangements for Wednesday morning, because that's when I think that we will see the heaviest impacts from this storm. I'll be sure to update as we go through the day today. Of course, we'll get another round of weather data here in the next couple of hours, our Tuesday morning suite. So if we see any changes, I'll be sure to pass those along. Otherwise, be safe, and maybe this will be the last one. Let's go ahead and move on to spring after this. How about that? Have a great day.